Hello fellow Heist fans, this is Seamus99 playing some more complicated setups in this video. So jumping into a quick match, I will be joining some players here. To be quite fair with you, I'm not entirely sure what this setup is called, but I do know that this setup is the one that comes right after original? I'm not even sure. So let's get into it, huh? So in this setup, the guard can actually stop me from stealing another player's card, and I was guarded, which, I mean, of course I was guarded, which means that I can't even steal another player's card. Which is really good, actually, because I can confirm myself with the guard. A really good tactic for the robbers, because there's an intimidator and a plant, is for the intimidator to intimidate somebody, and then to immediately say that they were psychiatrist and they could not reveal that player. And since that player couldn't do their ability, it's really hard for them to defend themselves. So that's a really good tactic for robbers. Also, Shoplifter is a really good claim for Plant, and actually I'm not going to claim Shoplifter at the beginning of the day because I didn't steal anybody's card. So I am going to hold on to the information. Any SL? I want to see if a Plant will claim Shoplifter, so that I can catch them out on it. Dated be the way. What does that even mean? Dated by the way? Alright, no one's claiming. Okay, I was SL. Got guarded. So, I was just waiting to see if a plant would come out and say they're a shoplifter and say that they stole their teammates' whatever. But since they didn't, then I'm just gonna go ahead and say that I was the shoplifter. There's no point in holding it in at that point, so someone must be guard. It would appear that Kitty is because of that, so I'm just gonna say P2 is guard. And I want to see if the Intimidator claims my role. I'm Psych, says Dino Floss. So it would appear that player 1 was Intimidator. Wait, what? Oh, see, this is the tactic I was talking about where the Intimidator blocks somebody and then says that they are that person. I was Psychiatrist, intimidated. And then Dino Floss says I'm Psychiatrist. Aha! See, that's an amazing tactic, though, by the way, for the Intimidator to do that, but it can equally backfire pretty quickly. You're aware of it. And in this case, Dinofloss really is just out of the water. And, I mean, the last one might be lying, but I can mean, just like I was saying in the previous video with the scum reading in the chat, it's just, I don't know, there's just no way that Dinofloss could be, because he even says, waiting for someone to claim my role. I want to see if Intimidator claims my role. And then immediately, player 3 claims Psychiatrist, and then player 1 says, oh, well, yeah, I was the Psychiatrist and I was intimidated. And then Psychiatrist should have claimed early if they had info. As a matter of fact, that's true, because they should have claimed right off the bat. You should have claimed off the bat. There's no reason not to claim Psychiatrist. Psychiatrist goes after the swapping rolls, which means that even if an anarchist swaps or a shoplifter steals, the psychiatrist result is actually going to be accurate. Which means that there is no point in waiting for the shoplifter to claim. Which is why, if you are a psychiatrist and you failed to reveal someone, beginning of the day, say it. Especially since he had no info, because you're evil. I'm voting 3, P1 has too good of a claim. So what do you claim to do? Yeah, I don't even think he has claimed what I don't even think player 3 has claimed what he has tried to reveal. Because obviously the Psychiatrist didn't reveal somebody because, well, they revealed somebody evil, which, I mean, if you click on the roll, it says, if he tries to reveal a non-innocent player, he will not be able to reveal. So, obviously, if there's nobody revealed, then the supposed Psychiatrist was either intimidated or they failed to reveal. And in this case, player 1 was intimidated, so that's why no one is revealed. If you did, you should have said that right after the shoplifter claimed or didn't claim. Why? Because I've already explained why. Voting 3. Vote 3. Really is no way for him to defend himself at this point. He waited way too long to claim. And that's the thing, guys, if you are planning on being Intimidator and doing the Psychiatrist route, or if you're actually a Psychiatrist, just claim it right off the bat. There's no point in waiting. The only reason that a winner is not... A winner is not you? What? Okay, so this is equally the fault of player 3, because player 3 just didn't freaking defend themselves at all. Player 3 just sat there and let it happen, and obviously I'm inclined to believe the player whose defense is better. And I'll give it to player 1, that was a spectacular defense. And it's sort of that same principle flipped around. He got very lucky when he intimidated the psychiatrist, but then when the psychiatrist doesn't immediately say, oh, well, I was intimidated, that's just, you're not going to win that game. Also, a winner is not you. What is this? What is this trash? Yeah, I mean, like, if you were intimidated, or if you were a psychiatrist that did not reveal somebody, always say it. And like, and player 1 says it perfectly, because the psychiatrist goes after the shoplifter. If you found a robber, there's no point in delaying that. If you're any other role, like say you're the ex-cop, and you saw somebody as you're ex-cop and you saw somebody as a plant, don't say it at the beginning of the day, because what might happen is that person's just going to say, oh, well, I must have been swapped or something, because the swapping roles, shoplifter, anarchist, go after ex-cop. But since psychiatrist goes after all the role swapping, then it's actually completely fine to say what your results were, because they're not going to be modified by the swapping. That was actually a very intuitive game on how you should A, properly defend yourself, and B, claim when it's appropriate to claim. And to be a skillful player, it's important to know, you know, when is it time for me to say my results? When is it time for me to claim? And I hope that game right there will help you out, at least with your psychology. How do you pronounce that word? Psychiatrist gameplay and Intimidator gameplay. And like I said at the very beginning, that Intimidator tactic of saying that you are a psychiatrist and you couldn't reveal the person you intimidated, it's a really good tactic. It's phenomenal. It works almost every time. Unless if you're keen to it, and if you're prepared for it. And to any experienced player, or any player that knows what they're doing, any sort of psychiatrist role in that setup should be taken with a grain of suspicion, because it's just, I don't know, it's just really, it's too good of a claim for the Intimidator. Also, how are y'all enjoying the icons? I think they actually look quite nice. I especially like the variety when they all look really different. Obviously, these are the beginner icons, which if you ask me, they look quite nice, and maybe I'm just saying that because I made them, but I don't know, something nice about looking at them. The colors are very fitting. This is a 5-player game, which means an extra role is added, and this is also a completely different setup. I'm Plant, so we're going to see if I have a partner, and I do not, so I check another player's role. I'm going to check player 1. Player 1's a shoplifter. I need to keep that in mind. At the beginning of the interrogation phase, if the shoplifter does not claim, then I have the 1-up, because then I can just claim Plant. Alright, so let's see if the SL claims. You always wait for the SL to claim. Alright, look, player 1, who we know is the shoplifter, is asking if there's a shoplifter. So this already confirms in my mind that he's already taken my Plant and he's trying to cover it up. I could have either the most useful, hold on. Any anarchist. Speak now! Yes, I am, or was, Plant. I saw a SL. Waiting on an anarchist. Who do you swap? So it's important to know that anarchist comes after shoplifter. And I completely butchered the word anarchist. So what does the anarchist player 4 see? He needs to say it. If he didn't swap player 1, then player 1 is Plant. As it turns out, my information was useless. And this is why it's kind of good for ex-cops to check bottom rolls. 2 and 3 were different. Yes, I was Plant. Dino, who do you swap? It's important. Just say it. I don't want to say who I saw yet, because if Dino just says that he swapped me back with player 1, then, I'm screwed. What did you see? You just say it. No, you. I don't want to. We all effing said. I'm not gonna say who I stole. Okay, I'm just gonna do it. By the way, if there really was an SL, that's actually very useful info. P1 was SL. He stole my plant. So, by claiming plant is actually the best defense here. I was waiting to see what Dino said, and then Dinofloss says, so if Dinofloss swapped Plasmalin or player 1 with anybody, that person is now plant. Because it was taken away from me, and now it's been given away. I thought there was an actual SL. Dino, who? I hope that he did swap player 1 with somebody, because then player 1 will just say, oh, well, yeah, I did steal plant. 1 and 5. Dang. So get 5. Yeah, we get player 5 now because, okay, this is what happened. Shoplifter, which, as you saw with player 1, stole my plant, and then after that, he left the game. After that, the Anarchist switched player 1 and 5, so he took the plant that he stole from me and gave it to somebody else. Also, leaving the game like that is actually illegal. You're not supposed to do that. Report left a ranked game. So if someone leaves a ranked game like that, you definitely report it. And the report system is real simple. Just type /report, enter, and then just type the reason why you're filing the report. Should you wait to see if it was his computer before reporting? No. That was way too convenient timing. Everyone accuse 5. The accused button is not appearing yet because not enough people have clicked accused. It's 1 more than half, so it should be 3. Just Rust Dino here. Me and my great typing skills. Vote? Oh, we can't even... Okay. I can't even vote 5. Which is kind of weird. Or rather, don't vote. Yeah, don't vote, I think. So we lose because player 5 left and we couldn't vote player 5? Which I thought you could, even if they left. It shouldn't have been a loss. Oh, well, yeah, this game is still in early beta mode, guys, and there are still a few bugs. It's okay if we lose like that, because the moment player 5 left, the game became unranked, so it doesn't affect your elo. But no, that was an amazing game of understanding the role order, and how Shoplifter goes before Anarchist, and because of that, we were able to figure out that the plant was sent to player 5. So that was just sort of the loop-de-loop. So this is actually a really intuitive game, and I hope that you actually learned a lot from this. Thank you all for watching. This has been Shades99 with another Heist Gone Wrong video, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys!